Hey everyone, welcome to Friday's Virtual Networkers meeting. I'll be right back once the crowd joins us. I pressed the right button. Good morning, happy Friday, or good afternoon for my European friends. If you want to get started in the chat box, I see some of you already have. First, last name, email address. That's how we take attendance in Virtual Networkers. And if you haven't heard, today's Margaret's birthday, so say happy birthday to Margaret as we go. And we also have a new member. She's not quite on the screen yet, but let's go ahead and welcome Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. We're glad you're here.
Hi.
Hopefully she'll be able to get her camera going. She is our 24th member. There she is. Yay, Marilyn.
Guys, I was looking for my little adapter to plug my light in, so I'm sorry. It looks like I have a halo over me.
You're good. We're lighting impaired, some of us, so don't even worry about it. So I'm glad that you're here. We're going to get started with our 30-second introductions, ladies. Remember, 30 seconds or less. And if you'd like to include where you live in that, that'd be fantastic. And I'm going to ask Tammy to get us started, and then Judy Kane.
Good morning. My name is Tammy Grant. I'm the founder and CEO of Travel World. Travel World is a full-service travel agency. But in addition to that, we also offer small business owners, nonprofit organizations, and special interest groups help planning retreats. And we are located in Pennsylvania.
Awesome. We're glad you're here, Tammy. Good morning. Judy, then Laura Templeton.
Judy Kane, Aligned Consciousness. I help people rewrite subconscious self-limiting beliefs. People come to me for three main reasons, as almost everybody here knows. They come because they've got persistent emotions that are getting in their way. They've got conscious goals they aren't hitting, or because they've got physical symptoms of stress, because that stress is caused by beliefs. Judy Kane, Aligned Consciousness.
Thanks, Judy. Laura, then the birthday girl.
Good morning, Laura Templeton, coming to you recently from my new home in Florida. With 30-Second Success, we help people develop their 30-second message for networking and video. So if you know someone who struggles to effectively communicate who they are in 30 seconds or less, that's a great referral for me. I love helping people find their message and connect with their heart and their audience. Laura Templeton with 30-Second Success.
Nice, thank you. Margaret, then Debbie.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I greatly appreciate it because every day is a day to celebrate. I love celebrating with women, and as they learn to make some positive changes in their lives so they can redesign their life and live a life filled with fulfillment, love, joy, and laughter. Nothing makes my heart sing more than helping people really find out who they are, get on their journey, and make their life just delightful. So you can find me in delightful Dunedin, Florida, and also at margaretmartin.com. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Margaret. Debbie, then Susan Driscoll.
Good morning from Baltimore. I'm Deborah Keevan of Highlander Press. I actually help women and guide women through the entire process to add the words published author after their name, something that they only had a little dream in their heart that actually comes to fruition. So at Highlander Press, we grow authors.
Awesome. Thanks, Debbie. Susan, then Suzanne. More.
Good morning, everyone. I am a women's mindset coach, and I work with women who know they have more to offer the world. They're ready to do something about it, but they might not know how to go about it. So I help them get clear on what it is they want to do, move past their mindset blocks and their self-doubt, and start taking action so they can start to move towards from where they are right now towards where they want to be. I'm Susan Driscoll, and I'm in Toronto.
Awesome. Thanks, Susan. Suzanne Moore, then Anne.
Good morning, everyone. I am Suzanne Moore. I'm in Hanover, Massachusetts, about 25 miles south of Boston. And I help independent entrepreneurial women figure out what the 2 to 3 things are they really need to be focusing on right now so that they can move forward in their business and bring tons of revenue in instead of feeling stuck in their to-do list as though they are playing a game of whack-a-mole. If I can help you, you can find me at SuzanneTmore.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Suzanne. And then Rachel.
My name is Anne. My company is Shirley's Girl with a Y. I keep saying X. I apologize in the chat. And I don't have a thing because I'm working on it. So I'll skip to the next person.
Okay. All right, Trace. We will expect one our next meeting though, my friend. Rachel, then Sheri.
Hi, ladies. I'm Rachel, and I'm a website designer for spiritual entrepreneurs, transforming their business into an online empire and leaving a lasting legacy.
Thank you, Rach. Sheri, then Susan Shelton.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sheri Andrews, published author from Upper Bucks County, Pennsylvania. And I am a small business attorney. I work with solopreneurs, creatives, and small business owners to empower them to move forward confidently, knowing that their business is legally compliant and legally protected. You can find me at sheriandrews.com.
Awesome. Congratulations, Sheri. Susan, then Laura. Or Lara. If I mispronounced your name, I apologize. Susan, go ahead.
Picture this, a woman standing in front of a vitamin counter at the grocery store, looking confused at the massive selection. She's probably trying to figure out which brand to choose. Good morning, I'm Susan Shelton, a wellness consultant in Alexandria, Virginia, and I did the same thing for years. I tried brand after brand, looking for some element of better health, better energy, but I kept getting colds and I was constantly run down. Then a friend introduced me to USANA. I noticed a difference within 30 days. Are you looking for better health or a stronger immune system? Let's set up a coffee date and have a great day.
Thanks, Susan. All right, so is that Lara or Laura? Laura J.
Laura.
I apologize for butchering that. Please go ahead with your introduction, and then Mary Beth will go next.
Thank you. I'm Laura J. from Sarasota, Florida, and I'm really excited to be here this morning. And I help women fulfill their destiny. So get crystal clarity, using their intuition, get deeper relationships, all that fun stuff. And I do it with light language, something which we're going to be talking about today. And I'm really excited to be here with you all today.
We are excited to be here as well. Another Floridian in the house. Woohoo! Mary Beth, then Darlene.
Hey, it's Mary Beth Decker, still an intuitive animal communicator, helping you connect with your animals and find out information and share information. I just tell you one quick fun story. I talked with a woman who has a little, I don't think I'm going to say it right, Bichon Frise, the little fluffy white balls. And I said, is there anything you want to share? And to the dog. and I kept seeing him going around like this, jumping up. And I said, my golly, he's running around you like he's trying to create a scarf. And she says, oh, I call him my scarf because he always comes up right here. I said, oh, I had a hard time getting that out to you because I thought you'd think I was crazy. So that I do stuff like that. Thank you.
It's a cute message. I love it. Darlene, then Hannah.
Good morning. I'm Darlene Elkins from Tampa, Florida. We all seek, excuse me, I'm an artistic photographer, and we all seek balance in our life. And did you know that art can do that for you? And being surrounded by it so that every time you walk by, it speaks to your soul. Find me and my photographs at photographsforthesoul.com.
Beautiful. Thank you, Darlene. Hannah, then Kelly.
Good morning, everyone. I am Hanne Brøter. I'm a graphic designer and visual brand manager. I teach graphic design to people who want to do their own, and I deliver authentic, customized, and professional graphic design to those who don't. I live in Norway and work globally, and you can find me at yourbrandvision.com or brøterschoolofdesign.com. Thank you.
Woohoo! Kelly, then Marilyn.
Good morning. I'm Kelly Letman with Pursue Wellness for You, functional medicine health coach. You live in your body and you know what's not working as it used to. Just because your doctor doesn't see what you describe in the lab reports or a physical exam doesn't mean it isn't real. You need someone who will take time to listen, to honor your intuition, to blend your observations with science to find the root cause. Our challenges with the pandemic have shown us the importance of claiming our power to improve our functional wellness. Let me help you pursue wellness for you, wellness for life, because health is well.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kelly. Welcome, Marilyn, then Tracy.
Oh, thank you so much. Hearing everybody talk this morning, I know I'm with the perfect group. As many people have already said, I mean, the mind-body connection is a real thing. And over the last year, I have been seeing so many people for stress and anxiety. Recently, I had a doctor, a surgeon come in, and very successful man, and he said, he can't get a hold of the stress and it's starting to affect him physically. Is there anything I could do to help him? And I said, welcome to hypnosis, because the mind can influence so many functions of the body. There is no pain without the brain. So that's where the connection is. So if you are dealing with stress or anxiety, if you know of anybody who needs a little help, I would love a referral. Marilyn Kopaz at Essential Health and Hypnosis in Alexandria, Virginia. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Marilyn. Tracy, then Kate.
Happy Friday, ladies. I am Tracy with Judy Glenn Incorporated here in Oldsmar, Florida. And as a promotional marketing company, we help businesses build their brand identity and promote who they are with the use of logoed merchandise. And just that small leave behind lets somebody know who you are, where you are, and how they can reach you when they are ready to do business with you. I'm Tracy with Judy Glenn Incorporated.
Awesome. Thanks, Tracy. Kate, then Laura Clark.
Raise your hand if you know someone who has a messy desk or has 300 tabs open on their computer. Yes, most of us would say yes. And I'm here to tell you that the solution for that chaos is not found outside of that chaos. It's actually found right within the chaos, and it's just waiting to be uncovered. So my name is Kate Barnes, and I'm a clarity coach, and I use my 16 years as a professional organizer and my training as an energy practitioner and in human design to help you find your natural rhythm beyond those BS rules about what you're supposed to be doing, so that you can clear that conditioning and shine and let your soul shine. So you can find me at katevarnes.com.
Thanks, Kate. Laura, then Stacy.
Good morning, everyone. As many of us are so familiar with 3 top lists of challenges for entrepreneurs, and that's always usually time management, delegating tasks, and outsourcing trustworthy help. I help entrepreneurs like yourself resolve those challenges by reducing your workload, maximize your revenue generating productivity while we bring key processes to your goals, all leading to results to a virtually fit office. I'm Laura Clark, live from Monroe, New York, and I'm founder of Chief Executive VA, and we virtually support your office while you do business.
Awesome. Thanks, Laura. Stacy, then Connie Joe.
Good morning, everyone. Do you know of any business owners who, as they've grown their business, they've lost some of the excitement for it? Maybe their business is like starting to feel like a job, and they're wondering if the career portion of their life is ever going to feel like something they love to do instead of something that they have to do to make money to pay the bills. If so, I can help. I'm Stacy Rowan, coach and founder at Custom Built Life in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I coach business owners using their human design, and I provide an analysis of their unique leadership strengths and challenges. Then I work with them on one-on-one coaching to bring confidence and flow to their growing business so they can feel excited about that business again. So again, I'm Stacy Rowan, Custom Built Life, because your business should work in harmony with the rest of your life. And you can find me at stacy@custombuiltlife.com. Thank you,
Stacy. Connie Joe, then Jennifer.
I know that letting someone see the very private money part of your business is like letting someone see you in your underwear. It can be scary, uncomfortable, and you think maybe it's best if that's all just left in the dark. I'm Connie Jo Miller of Enigma Bookkeeping Solutions in Atlanta, Georgia. In the words of one of my awesome clients, I feel a great sense of relief knowing my books are being tracked and watched over by Connie Jo. I have more clarity on what is going on in my business. The best part is I feel completely comfortable with revealing my personal issues about my finances and money. Schedule a free consult with me today. My link is in the chat box.
There you go. Good girl. Jennifer, then Suzanne Bellavista.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a nice week. I am Jennifer Ressman with
Voyu Business Writing, your small business content specialist, and I'm here to help you build your business content online. I'm here in lovely Central Florida, but I work throughout the United States. And while you probably know me as a social media marketer, I have adjusted my business to help my clients better, because making content is such a big undertaking for many of them, and they just can't keep up with that consistently. So it's now all about content creation for you and your business. Thank you so much.
Congratulations on that shift. Awesome.
Thank you.
Suzanne, then Laurice.
Good morning, everyone. I am Suzanne Bellavista. I live in Stockbridge, Massachusetts, which is known for Norman Rockwell's Apple Pie America paintings. I am with Soulful Living Project. I work with women who are empty nest moms whose kids have left the house and they're trying to figure out what to do next in their lives. Together, we use astrology to go on a treasure hunt to discover their soul's purpose in this lifetime and to joyfully answer that question of what next? So I'm Suzanne Bellavista, and you can find me at soulfullivingproject.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Suzanne. All right, Laurice, finish us off with your 30 seconds.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm voice and peak performance coach Laurice West. I work with people who struggle with stress, doubt, or nervousness when speaking for business. Instead, they seek ease, confidence, and strategy to quickly connect with people, inspire listeners, and present with intelligence and creativity on the spot under pressure. They are excited to up-level their career and perceived value through voice and peak performance coaching to become an excellent speaker, storyteller, and strategic communicator. I offer a complimentary speaking strategy conversation. Laurice West, lauriceweststudios.com, and I'll put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Laurice. Just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, please put your first, last name, email address in the chat box, or whatever the links you want to drop in there. You will get a copy of the chat box after today's meeting. So Debbie, I didn't check, but I assume you have the bio, so I'll have Debbie introduce our speaker, and then Laura J, if you could go to about 8:40 a.m., and then we'll open it up for questions. Go ahead, Debbie.
I sure do. It is my great pleasure to introduce Laura J. She's a spiritual guide, a podcast host, and a light language pioneer. She guides conscious women leaders, influencers, and professionals who, on the surface, have it all, but inside feel like something's missing. Laura is a master of finding answers to her clients' most burning questions and desires by tapping into universal energy, which fosters extraordinary balance and extreme clarity. Meet Laura J.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Debbie. Oh my gosh. So wonderful to be here with this group today. So Jill, you said 8:40, is that right? 8:40? Okay. Yep. So I want to leave, I'm going to talk for a few minutes and then we're going to do a light language meditation so you can experience it. So who here, I want to see if I can see the whole view, knows what light, has anyone heard of light language before? Has anyone heard of it? Yeah. Okay, great. Somehow. Okay, well, good. This will be fun. All right. So for me, oh my gosh, where shall I start? It really honestly wasn't not that long ago, probably about a decade ago. I was at a really low point in my life. I was pretty much bedridden. My hair was falling out. I was in a very deep depression. My picture perfect Facebook life was falling apart. And pillar of the community, beautiful house, vacations. I had a marketing company at the time, successful husband, 2 amazing kids, and it's like I woke up one day and I couldn't move. And it doesn't happen just one day, but it feels like that. It feels like that. And my life just came to a screeching halt. I would crawl from my bed to the couch, and that's all I could do. I had one son who had already left for college, one who was still in high school. My body was shutting down. My kids were making bets that year as to what Oregon mom was going to get out next. So things were really bleak, and I could not figure out what was going on. Going through now a divorce after 25 years, had to sell my marketing company. I just didn't have any strength or any energy. I really thought I was just shutting down. So I took that time on the couch. I started with just getting really quiet. And isn't that where it all starts? Going within, getting quiet. And so I started with doing that, and it helped me. I felt like I just, God had put a seatbelt on me and said, you're not going anywhere until you figure this out. So I started writing and meditating as a way to heal. And as we all know, that when we're thinking thoughts, those turn into chemicals that release into our body. And so I began to, as I got quiet, I began to really see the awful things I was, saying to myself, telling myself. I knew that I was meant for more. I knew that I was meant for more, but I sure as heck didn't recognize my life. I didn't have any idea what the heck was going on. I was involved in a Christian church. I stopped going to church. It just was not feeding me. I was mad at God. I was mad at all of, at just at the world, at myself. I hated myself. So I began to, like I said, meditate and write, and really just did an experiment on myself. I started to really become aware and tune into my thoughts, and I would change them, and then notice where it was sent to my body, notice the chemicals. I could feel it. I began to really feel again. It was amazing. So, and today I'm going to, I'm going to try to leave you with at least a couple of tips and a couple of tools that you can take away to master your own energy, to transform your life and business. And that's really what I want to talk about this morning. First tip is being still, being still. And that is the number one thing for each and every person on this planet right now. If we don't take control of our time and our lives and our stillness and really embrace that time and that self-care, whatever that looks like for you. For me, it's a cup of coffee on the deck in the mornings. It could in meditation time, whatever that is for you, take that time for you, because that's when the world stops and we can honor who we are. We can honor why we're here. We can just really embrace whatever the now moment is. And the second thing I began to do was write. So I began to like I said, meditate and write. Writing for me, I started to channel writing, and things just started to pour in. I have 3 books out now. I'm an international bestseller and working on my 4th one. The 4th one's all about energy and all this fun stuff that I've been doing lately. So obviously being still, writing, any writing you can do, meditating. Meditating is the one thing. For me, prayer was always talk, ask, right? Meditation is when I finally shut up and I could hear the next instructions. I could hear what God, Spirit, universe, everybody was trying to say to me. And I could finally understand there's a lot of empathetic, sensitive people on this call. For me, I am as well. I really began to see that I was holding a lot of not just my own crap, but other people's too. And I think that a lot of you all on the call too are feeling that as well. And when we do our light language meditation, we're going to clear a lot of energy this morning. The other thing that happened when I was meditating is I started to, really open my chakras and see, be able to see the other dimensions and angels and guides and galactic stuff. And so I do all kinds of fun things with this. And the light language started coming through. Now, if you're not familiar with it, I will talk about that for a minute. Light language is, for me, it's the language of the soul. I believe it's the original language when we were all one, when we were all connected, and that is what's coming back. When it first started to come through, scared the bejesus out of me. And my biggest fear was that I would go into the grocery store and just break out in this song of light language and embarrass my children. So as a mom and a pillar of the community, I was like, uh-oh. So I wanted to hide. I'm in the corporate world. I was PR director at the time for our big school system in Indianapolis, Indiana. Like, okay, this is not going to fly here. Not fitting in. So I kept it a secret for a really long time, and just started to finally tell a couple of friends and work on worked on myself. I was getting better every day. I was getting better and better. I was clearing more and more energy. I'm like, what is happening? And what the heck is this? So all I knew intuitively was that it was called angel speak. I didn't know at the time there was an actual term for it, light language. So I was Googling angel speak, and of course there's nothing on the internet with that. And finally, about 5 years in, somebody said to me, "Oh, you do light language." I'm like, huh? What is this I do? And then I, started researching, and at that time, I found 5 people on the internet in the world who did it. And now I believe there are thousands, and more are opening up to it every day. And I'm so excited to be around to watch this. It is the highest of the highest vibrations. I feel like that it is just source pouring through. I'm just a channel, me pouring through me, giving you all or me whatever it is that we need at the time. It provides, and it reorganizes our energy, our whole energy fields. It activates people to their unlimited potential, clears, balances chakras, upgrades your DNA, imprints healing, regenerating codes, repairs holes and tears in the aura. When I'm working on somebody individually, that's the first thing I look at is the outside of their energy field to see if there are any holes, tears, or openings. And then I go chakra to chakra with the light language, clearing stuck energy, that kind of thing. So it imprints this higher vibration in all the cells. And let's say you're not ready for it yet. If you receive it today, it's there. And when you are ready, it unfolds. So it's not anything you have to do. You just have to receive, and that's it. Recalibrate your body and your whole energy field, clears unhealthy cords and bonds to people, places, things, circumstances. And it does this not just for people, but for animals, homes. It's how I clear homes, land, businesses, any space. It's very sacred. It does all of this. So it has a profound impact. You're going to notice it's going to have a profound impact on your mood, on your level of clarity. You're going to be able to make really great decisions, which that is huge in the business world, right? For us to be able to have this clarity and make great decisions. And I was blown away with the light language. I began to study then how it affected my energy field. Like, why was I getting better? And then that's when I realized that it's just bringing in this new, really, really high vibration and transmuting all the lower energies, clearing all of those away and resetting you. It's resetting you back. So there are days that I just, I've recorded a lot of light language, and there's meditations, and there's a lot on my website too, which I'll put on here. But you can listen, and I use it myself. We all have tough days. So sometimes I'll just hit play and lay down and listen to it and on repeat, just to reset myself. If some days I don't even have the strength to do it. Depending on, if it's a bad day or not. But most of the time they're really good days. And we all have those. But I love working with clients. We usually start with a quantum healing session, quantum intuitive healing session using the light language, and then go into like a 6-month coaching for people who really want to learn about more light language, and then up their spiritual game. So all that fun stuff. And I do have actually 3 free resources. So if you're interested, one of them is an ebook on top 10 spiritual practices. And I gave you number 1, and that was being still today. And meditation, I lightly touched on that. It is what resets you. And those are 2 of the 10 in that ebook. I also am going to give you a 5-minute light language meditation to clear your energy centers. So that's a free resource. And then also a coupon code for a discount if you want that quantum light language healing session. And everything's done over the phone. I have you lay down with headphones on. So we're going to do our light language meditation this morning. And I just want to set this up for you in that it's going to sound, if you haven't heard of light language or are familiar with it, it might sound very strange. And I just want you to know that it is the highest of the highest. You cannot receive anything that is not for you. There is nothing negative or dark in this. It is the highest of the highest vibration, and your body, the sounds may even sound familiar to you. When I started to speak it more often and doing it every day, I actually remember it, I had a flashback. I came in doing it, and I shut it down when I was 8, from about 8 to 40. I shut it down when I was sexually abused at 8. And I remember just like shutting everything down and closing up everything. And then at 40, when I got sick again and everything started opening up, then it came back. And I speak it, I hand signal it, and I write it as well. There are beautiful people out there who sing it. I can't sing, and I promise I won't sing for you. But there are people who sing it and dance it and all the fun stuff. And they're, like I said, I've connected with thousands of other women and men here in the world who are utilizing light language for all different purposes and reasons. So it's lovely. It's lovely. So anyway, you listen to it. It's very, you're gonna hear these words and you're gonna be like, I want to know what that means, or what is it? And that's our ego. That's me. That's me that wants to know, well, what is that? And what's it doing? And, and I invite you to just receive it, to feel it, listen to it like you're listening to a beautiful piece of music, and just let it fall into your field. So we're all these energy bubbles walking around about arm's length, right? And so sometimes our fields, when I look at fields, they're very porous, almost, especially our kids nowadays, very SpongeBob-y, porous, soaking in everybody's stuff. And some of us still have that. And we don't have to, I believe in past lives that we used to transmit other people's energies and heal them by taking on their stuff. And I believe in this lifetime, we don't have to do that anymore. We're all here to learn to take care of ourselves and be in our own energy fields. And this is the year for that, to really own our own energy and be in charge of it, and know that being sensitive and empathetic is not a curse. It is a gift. It's a gift that we have to the world, that I can feel other people and I can understand what you're going through, but I don't have to hold it. I can either give it back to you, hand it to source, I can whatever, but I don't have to hold it in my body. I started in my meditations in the morning asking, what percentage of my energy field is someone else's in this moment? I would wake up in the morning, start meditating, and I would ask that question. A couple mornings I got 70%. Like, okay, that's not okay. I've been asleep for 8 hours. How did why do I have 70% of people's, but that's, one of the trainings. It's one of the trainings in that we have to retrain our bodies. We are going to take it on. There's no question, but we got to keep it moving through. We got to keep it moving through with love, always the highest of the highest. So for this meditation, just put your feet on the ground if you can, just get real grounded. And I'm gonna have you close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. And again, I just invite you to listen to it like you're listening to a beautiful piece of music. And I want you to just check in with your body right now. It's really, really important, as the beautiful light workers that you all are, that we all are together, that we are in our bodies. We're no good staying in the woo-woo. I love meditating and I love staying there, but if I'm not in my body, I'm not any good to anybody. And so I want you to just really feel your body right now. Is anything pinging? Are there any emotions that are like popping up? Just feel that for a moment. And if you can even name that emotion or know where that ping is, I want you to put one of your hands, maybe one hand on your heart and one hand on where you're pinging, where that emotion you might actually feel like is stuck. Many of us hold a lot of emotions in our solar plexus, our stomach area, and of course our heart area, a lot on the back and neck. Take out a lot of psychic daggers out of backs. Anytime anyone is jealous or envious of us, it shows up as, for me, as daggers in people's back. You know, that saying, been stabbed in the back. So I want you to just really feel where, if you're feeling any anger or grief or sadness or depression, whatever that is right now, just feel that in your body. Put a hand on it. We're going to send it some love, some beautiful love with the light language. And what happens when we love something? It softens, it releases, it stops its tight grip on things. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to send it love, to send it on its way. We're going to thank it for whatever it is that it's done for us, and let it go out through the bottom of our feet to Mother Earth. And right now, just tune in, receive the light language, and just notice, just watch it land in your field, land where you're feeling the emotion. Just observe. Okay, la mali ondara al mali ondara la mari and the otocleto dariander yosomani ondario marendo yeti corriende di otoramari ondariaka, de ondo la mali ondara yese yosocleto on the mari ondaro orendo yoko prayonder yese yondo, di ondara la mali ondariaka yokoramali ondara yese yosomano to orengo yosoyamari and goka o kayo correnda yoko kayo koramara yanga. Koyomatama orain yoko galamo orainga yoko ama okaringo yoso o lama lepariondo diota de yanda de yoko karianda de yokoka orainga yese yoso diondara lamo orain ondari yese yoso ko oraingo yoko oraingo ya arainga yesa Corianda aka oraingo o orainga yokoka ama oraingo yoso yomari yandari aka o arenga orainga yese yoso meyoto Koyama, Kyoko Rendo, Yama, the Indioso, Diondara Lama, Ara, Okringa, Yosa Yama, Orenga, Yoso Mioto, Lamali, and the Yoko, Diondara Lamoringo, Yuso O, Arengo, O, Araka, Ringo, Yosa Mioto, Alamo, Koyomatamali, and Kyoko Lama, Orengo, Yosa Piota, Helioto, Yanda, Yoko, Aranda, Yokori, and the Yokori, and the Yaka, Dionda, A, Eoko, Gayo, Korindo, Diondaria, O, A, Renga, Yes, Yosa Mioto, Koyamana mali ondaria corrende di otora ya andariama di o a renga yese yosamani ongo kario corrende di oko kayungo yese koyamare mari and the corringi yoko kayungo kayoso karianda di yondoria kayuko correnga yosamiotora la mari ondoria koyungo kiyomo galabromo tepelamari and the yako karamari and the yasa kayongo karendaria parendaria ka kiyosamari angaya pa Kayombo, Kelamo, Karatia, Deoto, Clecarianda, Teoto, Kiunga Liblamadi in the Dioto Clecariondo, Kiomanamata, Kiusakama. Take a deep breath. Just really feel that. Keep observing. And when you're ready, very slowly begin to wiggle your toes. Your fingers, move your neck around. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Could open my eyes too. That is light language, and it clears stuck energy. It clears entities. I use it to do all kinds of fun things. And it does all, sorry, I'm speechless right now, sorry. That does all of that. So what questions can I answer for you?
Ladies, I know that was awesome.
Thank you, Jill.
Yeah, experience. Does anybody have a question or comment or?
I think
Rachel, then Laurice, go ahead.
Yeah, I just have a comment. I have actually been activated into light language recently, and for me, it's just like lifts me. Like you have the meditation and you're calm, and as soon as you start speaking, my whole body is like an electric current. It's insane, and I find I have to actually stomp my feet a lot to actually come back down to grounding.
Yes, to get back in, but yeah, that's
because otherwise I'm just like floating around.
I know, right?
That was incredible. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. Awesome. Mhm.
Laurice, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Laura. It's is it Laura or Laura?
Laura, like Dr. Zhivago.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Laura. It's fine. Mhm.
No, I can't remember the theme right now, but anyway.
I know, right?
Thank you. I spent a number of years as an energy healer. So this is kind of a question, and I'm also an improv actor. So we do fake foreign language or, made up language. So this is a curiosity thing.
Yeah.
When did the language start coming through to you? And is it like you're just channeling it? Like I'm just, my brain is curious about.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I know you have an intention. I mean, I know as an energy healer, it's an intention. You've opened up yourself to it, but I'm just curious about the language.
So I came in doing it and I didn't understand. And a lot of our kids are coming in doing it now. So you might hear them what you think is gibberish, or they're writing Egyptian hieroglyphics, what it looks like. This is it's light language. And people paint it. They do all kinds of things with it. Kids especially nowadays, they're coming in already activated. We're really slow to the game. So anyway, so what I'm channeling it. Every session is different. Every person is different. Every intention. And I see I'm actually building like a group of people who do light language to be able to travel and do this for big groups. And I remember asking my guides once, like, how on earth are we going to, do this for 20,000 people? And they said, well, you're not, thank God. They're going to take the words. They've been taking like their guides and angels come and take the words, whatever comes through, and delivers it to each person. And that's what they did to you all this morning, delivered exactly what it was you needed from whatever came through. So it's just getting stronger and stronger. Sometimes it's just angels that I see. Sometimes it is galactic. I think today it was a combination because there's a lot of different, people on this group from a lot of different planets. We're all having a big party here right now on Earth and in our little Earth school. So we all needed something a little different. And so that's why it sounded, when you listen to some of my other things, if it's just for a 5-minute one on abundance, it's going to sound completely different than 5 minutes on self-love. Or if we did an hour session, it would be completely, the words are different. I've had people tell me that they heard 4 different languages in it. I only speak English. I don't know any other languages. So they told me that they've heard it. They've heard me say, if I'm doing an individual session, that they've heard me say people's names in it that they knew. Now I don't even know, like I check out and it comes through. So does that help?
Oh yeah, that's great. As a singer and as a speaker, I have the intention for myself and my clients to have that love energy and that spiritual energy come through our voices.
Yes.
So it's different, but I'm very interested in this. It's wonderful.
Yes, it's fun.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Laurice. Great question. Do we also have a comment or question? We have about time for one more. Go ahead, Kate. And saw Kate's hand go up. Stacy, feel free to drop in the chat box.
Yeah, so I noticed that right at the end, there was a feeling of release and then an emotion. Emotion just really swelled up. So is that a pretty common thing? Was there anyone else who kind of had that experience of emotion? Yeah.
Yes, Kate,
So
thank you for
what's
that.
that about?
What's that about? So that is the clearing of the energy. So I don't know whatever it is you all were tuning into. That's why I had pick one emotion, pick one thing to clear this morning. I'm sure a lot more went, but I wanted everyone to at least experience one thing of one emotion, something they were ready to clear. And if you're not ready to clear it, it's not going to go. Like we all have free will. And so if you're not ready or it didn't want, to do that, then it's not going to go. But that when you feel that, that's the release, that's the moving of the stuck energy, somebody just asked, what's my intention for today? My intention for every meditation is anything lower than love, joy, peace, or gratitude. Any vibration or frequency lower than that has to leave the body, has to leave each and every one of our energy fields. And I do that when I clear people, places, businesses, and we clear websites. So anytime even people show up on our website, they leave imprints of their stuff, and our websites soak it up. It's fascinating. So I clear a lot of websites and things like that too. I answered that question. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Yeah, awesome. We're going to go around the room, Zoom room, and switch to announcements. But Laura, there'll probably be more as we go around. So here's how this works. If you are a member of Virtual Networkers, whether in this chapter or another chapter, you'll have an opportunity to give a verbal announcement. This could be something you're promoting or a shout out. If you have more to say, then please go ahead and drop it in the chat box. For our speaker and for our guests, please use the chat box. For any announcements, list your books, coaching sessions, whatever you want in there. So for Laurice and Laura J, that would be for you. Go ahead and drop that information in there. Remember, we end at 9 a.m. Everybody look at the time. 14 minutes, we can do this. We're going to start with Tammy, and then I will go, and then Judy.
Good morning. Thank you, Laura, so much for sharing your gift. What I'd like to talk about today really quick is a lot of people wonder what it's like to work with me, for me to plan your vacation. So I'm going to put a link in the chat for a vacation reveal for a couples retreat that I planned in Maine, so that you can just see what kind of gift you get back when you work with me to plan your travel.
Awesome. That's great. Thanks, Tammy. All right. So I'll go then, Judy. Welcome, Marilyn. Just again, congratulations for joining us. Reminder, no meeting next week for Easter weekend. So get to sleep in, ladies, or go party, whatever you like to do. We are having a virtual coffee date party on April 23rd, which is a couple weeks after Easter. And Tracy had to scoot off because, and Tracy's so kind, she's taking her neighbor to get his or her COVID shot. So she scooted out early, but she wanted to say that she had a lovely coffee date with Kelly Lutman. So Kelly, thank you for meeting with Tracy. So that is it from my end, and I'll go to Judy and Laura Templeton.
Yes, so I've scheduled my next business alignment workshop. I'm putting the link in the chat. It's going to start on May 6th. And so here's a link to the website. If you want to know more about it, get in touch with me. I'd love to answer any questions you have.
Thanks, Judy. Laura, then Margaret.
Laura, thank you so much. That was absolutely wonderful. I was dealing with a headache and now it's gone. So that was kind of nice. Quick announcements for the Wednesday chapter for Virtual Networkers. Next week, Wednesday the 31st, we are doing Business Mastermind. So if anybody has any burning questions they need some clarity on, bring it, and invite your guests to join us there too. It's always good to have those questions answered, and it's amazing how many of us have the same questions that get answered. So, and then also just the following week, we are having our meeting. We don't take an Easter break because we're in the middle of the week. So we'll all be back at it. So if you're looking to, if you're missing out on Friday, come Wednesday.
There you go.
Yeah. And as for my business, if anybody knows someone who is kind of lost in their business, kind of struggling in the weeds, trying to figure out what they want to lead with, they are a real creative soul, have tons of ideas, not sure what they want to focus on, that's a really great referral for me, because a lot of times before we can even create your 30-second message, we need to figure out what you want to say. So what your message is. So I can help with that. I'll leave my link in the chat, and I wish you all a great weekend.
Thanks, Laura. Margaret, then Debbie.
Laura, thank you so much for the presentation today. It was quite interesting, and I've done a lot of interesting, speaking with angel guides and different kinds of messaging, but this was new and interesting, and thank you so much. Thank you all again for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that, and I have a gift for you. As for virtual networkers and people in Celestial University only, half price specials, perfect gifts. So you have to connect with me either via email or social media direct message, because on my website, it is still full price. So if you're interested in getting gifts for friends or yourself, look forward to receiving your message. And Have a great week, everyone. I'm getting my second COVID shot as I'm celebrating my birthday today. So no other big plans. So
We hope you have a good day. Debbie, then Susan Driscoll.
I've put something in the chat for all of you, but I really just wanted to say thank you so much, Laura. What an incredible gift, especially for this week of some really wonky energy. So it was especially wonderful. So thank you for being here.
That's awesome. Thank you for inviting her, Debbie. Susan, then Suzanne Moore.
Yeah, Laura, thank you. I loved your presentation. I love the meditation, so thank you. I'm excited to be starting with Connie Jo today. I've got my first call with her, and I'm already comfortable about her seeing me in my financial underwear. And also Judy Kane, I did a session with her about my perfectionism and making mistakes. And for the last month, I have been doing tons of things with way less resistance, and it's been awesome. So thank you, Judy.
Woo, love that, Susan. Suzanne, then Ann.
I just want to say, Laura, I'm like buzzing. That was so great. And I'm so relaxed from it. I just don't want it to end. So thank you so much for that. And I don't have any announcements today, except that my coffee chat link is in the chat.
Awesome. Thanks, Suzanne. And then Rachel.
I also have no announcements, but thank you, Laura. That was amazing. And I don't know what happened, but I am so incredibly tired right now that I'm going to have a nap after this. So something's happened. I just don't know when.
Good for you. Rachel, then Sheri.
If anybody's on Clubhouse and has a spare invite, I would like one, please. So please get in touch. Yes, thank you. And this week on Tuesday chapter, we have Henriette speaking on how to create a podcast in 4 weeks. So if you have any UK or European friends, which I know you do, please share.
Yes, what a great topic. And don't forget, if you can't make that meeting, she always puts it up on our Facebook page so you can catch the replay if you don't want to get up at 4 in the morning or 5 or whatever. Sheri, then Susan Shelton.
Thank you very much, Laura, for the presentation. It was very interesting. And I just want to announce that Smooth Sailing, a practical guide to legally protecting your business, is available for pre-order. And I have dropped the link in the chat box. So if it interests you, it's a great resource for small business owners to understand the legal aspects of their business. So if you or anyone you know could benefit from that, please share the link. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheri. Susan, then Mary Beth.
That was really awesome, Laura. I've never experienced anything like that. I don't know what the result, if anything's going to happen, but I do know my hands were tingling. So something was going on. So thank you very much. Very interesting. I wanted to echo the welcomes to Marilyn. I know she's going to love it here. And I didn't get to publicly to the group last week acknowledge 2 coffee dates I had with Stacy and with Tammy. They were awesome. And on that note, I think I figured out how to do Calendly. So I'm going to put my new link in the chat box, and let's see if it works. Let's set up some coffee dates, ladies. Okay.
Awesome. Good job. Mary Beth and Darlene.
Wow, Laura, thank you. I think it's going to keep happening. It hit my heart, and then it went into my neck, my throat, and then my cat Mac got the zoomies. So it's been a little fun right here hanging out. I also have to say, I'm going to go check on Sacred Grove, because Sacred Grove to me, I have an actual woman that I see that lives in the forest, and that's my Sacred Grove website. So, and I will do a link. If you're so inclined, I'd love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Lots of good stuff there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary Beth. Darlene, then Hannah.
Thank you so much, Laura. Tingles began in my third eye and then went full body. So thank you for that. This is a shout out for Suzanne Bellavista, because last weekend she launched her astrology planner. This is so much more than a little book you open and write something down in. And of course, I took immediate advantage of it, but I've referred friends to it as well, because you don't need to understand astrology to use it. I've used it to schedule a medical procedure and make a few critical decisions in my life. So it's very personal. It gives me a roadmap to life and can help me avoid bumps and deepen my understanding of me and my life and my purpose. Please check it out.
Oh, awesome. Suzanne, beep the link in for us. Hannah, then Kelly.
Thank you, Laura. Was totally fascinating presentation and meditation. I have no announcements. Just have a nice weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Hannah. Kelly, then Marilyn.
Thank you, Laura. That was really interesting. I still haven't quite figured out what I was feeling. I guess I'm not supposed to figure it out, right? Just let it be. I do want to invite you ladies to consider joining me for a 10-day food-based detox. My spring reviving detox will start on the 19th of April. It is food-based with some support of supplements that will boost the nutrients you need to cleanse, to improve the detox functions in your body. And we also work on, it's also incorporating some elimination diets. So most people that do it say, I felt so light, I felt better energy, I felt clarity in my thought afterwards. And really we need to detox. Just like you change the oil filter when you change your oil, you need to detox on a basis. Spring is a great time. It's when your body's ready to let go. So consider joining me, and I would be glad to support you in the process. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Well, we just had Kaylee join us. Kaylee, our time changed. So our meeting started an hour ago. Please hang out with us if you'd like for the last few minutes. We're glad that you're here. So Marilyn and Kate.
So Laura, that was really unique. I'm not trying to, I'm trying to get out of my logical mind and just experience the clearing. I do a lot of chakra stuff myself. So it was amazing how I felt like all 7, the major ones were affected. So thank you so much. Suzanne Moore, gosh, hadn't barely joined and already got a referral. So thank you so much for that. And I look forward to coffee dates with everybody else. Thank you.
Thanks, Marilyn. Kate and Laura Clark. Oh, Kate, I think you're muted, hon.
Okay, so I may not speak like light language yet, but I do have a Facebook group I'd love for you to join. It's called Powerful Light Bringers. And I have a weekly clarity class where I share just unconventional tips for creative thinkers, as well as tuning into your own natural energy, rhythm, etc. Next Wednesday, we'll be doing Tune Into Your Intuition with Oracle cards, and I may have a special guest that I bring in there. So come join the fun and join the group, Powerful Light Bringers. Thanks.
Thanks, Kate. Laura, then Stacy.
Ooh, time is running. Interesting presentation, Lara, and everyone, just enjoy your weekend. That's my announcement.
That's a good one. Thank you. Stacy, then Connie Jo.
That was amazing, Laura. So awesome. And mainly I want to give a shout out to so many of you. Last week on our business meeting, I asked for people to give me some LinkedIn love, and you showed up like in droves. It was fabulous. I got so many reactions. So thank you so much, because it really touched my heart that, like, I don't know, that you were all there. So thank you. And I would love to build my LinkedIn as my platform. So if you continue to do that, that's wonderful. But if not, I just want you to know how touched I was that all my virtual networker sisters showed up for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Feel free to drop your link in again if you'd like. Connie Jo, then Jennifer.
Thank you, Laura. I am a skeptic with a capital S. And when you started talking, like immediately, the whole top half of my body was like electrified. And at the end, I had tears, which was amazing. So maybe my S is small now. Monday chapter
next Monday, the 29th of March, is a members only meeting. So all members need to be there. And the following Monday, there will be no meeting. And I need to do a shout out. My ideal client is a solopreneur who is ready to stop doing the money part of their business. They know that's not the best thing for them to do. And I got a referral from Kate Barnes. I now have a new recurring client who is my ideal client. So thank you, Kate.
That's awesome. Yay! Jennifer, then Suzanne Bellavista.
I don't really have any announcements, although if we aren't connected over on LinkedIn, I'd love to join and be part of your network over there. And I always love your referrals. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Laura. That was nice. I don't meditate, though I think about meditating. So I always get so sleepy. And I was talking to Sheri a little bit there in the comments. I'm like spelling words wrong. And thank you. Have a great weekend.
Go take a nap, Jennifer. Suzanne, then Kaylee.
Hi again, everyone. Darlene, thank you for the wonderful shout out. So yes, this week, I just want to let you know I'm in the middle of launching my Soulful Living Planner. And there's two things that can do for you guys. One is, yes, if you want to tap into the cycles of the universe to help you time your life a little bit better. So know when the retrogrades are happening, when it's a good time for reflection, know when the eclipses are happening, so you can be really tuned in to have those breakthroughs. My planner will help you with that. Also, I'm all about creating a sacred ritual of planning every week. So if you have a planner you already like, you can actually use this one with your existing planner because it's printable and you can print out the pages you like if you want to leave some of the other things behind. So I did put a link in the chat box, and a special gift for you guys. If you are a virtual networker, which you are, you get a 30-minute complimentary live Zoom consult with me to actually go through the planner with your purchase. So if you are interested, check out the link. All the goodies are there. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Suzanne. That's a great offering. Kaylee, come on in with your announcement. If you've got something to announce, let's hear it. Oh, don't forget you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for letting me in. I've been rushing the whole day, but this few minutes, it's okay. So tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Central European time, I will be hosting what I like to call conversational masterclass on healing childhood and generational trauma. And I would love to have you there if you are free. It is free and it is going to be light and with love. So I hope this link works, and otherwise you can find the link on Instagram at Blessed As I Am.
Wonderful. Follow Kaylee on that Instagram. She has great posts. So with that, ladies, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy next Friday off, and I will see you the following. And I understand Europe is changing time this weekend, so we'll all be synced back up the way we are used to. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Have a great weekend. Happy birthday to Margaret one more time.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Bye, everyone.
Happy birthday, Margaret. Have a great weekend.
You.
Bye.